Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Thanks for checking back in. Wanted to do another video update because our storm is underway. Well, not over our area yet, but you can see on the water vapor imagery, you can see the storm starting to dig down into the southeast. This is going to start to rapidly intensify over the next 24 hours, move right up to our area, and then the drama begins because the models still do not have a big handle on this system. Now, I will say some of the major models like the European and GFS have been consistent, but there's little slight differences. And when you're talking about a 30-mile margin between a foot of snow and 2 inches of snow, buckle up because this is going to come down to the wire, guys. So I want to show you what's going to happen in this video tonight. I want to do a breakdown, and hopefully you enjoy it. So this is my updated snowfall map. I just put this out on the blog. For the most part, southern areas, very consistent. I had to show here, though, that there is going to be a sharp cutoff. Now, this is my interpretation of looking at a numerous amount of models. Some models are south of this. For example, the European model is south of this. I acknowledge that. But based on what I'm seeing, and I'll show you in a moment, this is what I'm going with. So 12 to 18 locally 2 feet in this whole red zone. 24 plus here. I think this is definitely the jackpot. 6 to 10 going up into central Morris County, New Jersey, over to New York City. 4 to 6 northwestern Jersey into south, just south of the I-84 corridor I've been talking about, down into the Cape. And then 1 to 3, if not just 1 inch to the north. So here is that sharp cutoff. So look here, guys. You take the middle of this purple zone and draw a line to the middle of the dark blue zone. That's about 50 miles. And I'm going to show you in a minute how minuscule changes in the upper atmosphere have to be to change where the snow sets up. So let's now move over. This is our storm system, like I said, rapidly intensifying. This is going to develop, and by the time we get to early Saturday morning, you can see it's already starting to spin off the coast. And then right after about 1 o'clock Saturday morning, see how the low pressure center is tucked right off the Virginia Capes? This is where the chaos starts, because what's going on, guys, is models are trying to figure out what happens to the low pressure center in the upper levels of the atmosphere. This is called an upper level low. Okay, it's at 18,000 feet. So normally you have an upper level low and a surface low just to the right of it. Okay, upper level lows are usually moving into the cold air, which at the surface is a little bit to the left. So the models right now are all over the place for where this upper level low forms. So for example, this is the latest run of the GFS. Watch all the different runs you're going to see and how this jumps around. Just keep an eye on this circle. Notice all the variety, and this is over the last day and a half, okay? All that variety is causing mass chaos at the surface of what happens with the actual low pressure. So this is an example of that. If you notice here, this is a GFS model, the latest one, okay? So it shows snow breaking out even in the northern zones. But look at this, guys. You have a low pressure center here, a low pressure center out there. And if I show you again at the surface, based on what you were seeing here, watch what happens to the low pressure centers at the surface over the last couple of runs. Watch them jump around. See that? So it's almost like a scatter plot right now. And the reason is because of the very warm water off the Atlantic Ocean, the dynamics of this storm with the inflow of warm air, the cold air pressing from the high pressure to the north. And the models are trying to figure out where is this convection going to be. Okay, you have a lot of rising air, and eventually one feature is going to take over. But right now the models are scattering out where they think all these different columns of rising air are going to be. So what's going to end up happening is you get crazy printouts like we're seeing on the North American model, which basically blasts the whole entire area 3 feet of snow. That's not going to happen. But the point is consistent. This, I want to show you, this intense precipitation, this will be narrower, okay, and it's either going to be right over, say, Delaware into central Jersey, okay, or it's going to be a little to the north. But areas who are too far north are completely cut out of the precipitation. I think the best model at actually showing that right now is actually a high-resolution version of this North American model. You could see it has the band coming up to just southern Morris County. I think this is an excellent representation of what's going to happen, okay? And then it just rotates it there with heavy snow, and eventually it pulls away on Sunday morning. So very exciting stuff, guys. This literally is going to come down to the wire because the models, they all agree that the initial low pressure center is going to form right on the Virginia Capes. There's been very, very good agreement with that. But once this low starts to intensify and once the upper level low starts to become vertically stacked, or what that means is the upper level low meets the surface low, that's where you're going to see all chaos. And wherever this band sets up, whether it's over Morris County, Hunterdon County, down here near Monmouth, I'm telling you guys, buckle up because someone's going to see intense snowfall. Someone's going to be happy. Someone's going to be upset. this is my going forecast. I did my best to break this down. I'll have more tomorrow morning. Thanks for checking in. We have a lot of fun ahead.